No wonder I can't get anything to grow. Look at this area, it's a mess. Much better. Let me show y'all how to build this super simple DIY potting bench for less than $75 using some of my favorite WORKPRO tools. We're going to start by making all of our base cuts. Something that I like to do is write the length on the board itself. This way, when we have all of our cuts made, we know exactly what we need. Here are all the sizes you'll need for the base. Start by building one leg first. We're going to measure and attach the first apron 11 1/4 inches from the bottom of the legs. Then we're going to inset the apron 1 1/2 inches from the front of the short leg. I used my WORKPRO cordless drill and also wood glue to attach the aprons. After the lower apron is attached, we're going to attach the top apron 35 1/4 inches away from the bottom. Here are the measurements for you. You're going to build 2 identical base legs. Now we'll move on to cutting and attaching the front aprons. We're going to cut 2 pieces of 1x4 at 39 inches. Attach them to the inset you created on the small side aprons. These long aprons are how we're going to be connecting the 2 legs together. Look at that, y'all! We officially have a stand. Now let's build the rest. We're going to start with the bottom shelf. It's made out of 6 1x4s cut at 39 inches. I used my WORKPRO pneumatic nailer to make this process super simple. If y'all do not have a pneumatic nailer, get one now. I was able to do this entire shelf in 5 minutes. We're going to use that same process for adding the top shelf. You're going to cut 1 1x4 at 39 inches for the very back. The rest of the boards will be cut 42 inches. Now it's time to add some cross braces. You're going to cut 2 1x4 boards at 24 inches with 45-degree bevel cuts on each side. I used my WORKPRO clamps and my nail gun to secure them into place. Now it's time to add the back slats. We're going to use 42-inch boards with a 2-inch space in between. I just nailed these up the same exact way. Every good potting bench needs a hutch shelf. This potting bench is also going to have a little hose hook. I simply made this out of some scrap 1x4 and some scrap 2x4 pieces. The hose hook is going to attach to the back of the potting bench. I'm just going to make sure it's level and then use wood screws to secure it. It already looks so good, but now it's time for the finishing touches: the sanding, staining, and sealing. First, I'm going to start by sanding the entire potting bench down with 120 and then 220 grit sandpaper. Then I used natural stain on it and gave it about 2 coats, followed up with some spar urethane to protect it from the elements. Because we also want the potting bench to store all of our new gardening tools, we're going to attach some hooks. Simply measure out the spacing, pre-drill a hole, and then insert your little screw hooks. One trick I like to use is to use a screwdriver to help me screw in the hook. There's just something about nicely organized gardening tools that makes my heart happy. Next, I used my cordless hot glue gun from WORKPRO to attach clothespins to the back slats for cute seed storage. The last thing we're going to add are these awesome ever-bright solar-powered lights. These landscape lights are waterproof and have 4 lighting modes to choose from. Plus, they automatically turn on and off. I absolutely love how this potting bench turned out. It's super cute and functional. And now I have a place to store all of my new gardening tools. It turns out all I needed was $75, a few of my favorite WORKPRO tools, some awesome ever-bright lighting, and one day to make this space come to life.